What is up, guys? It's the Great Wall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with another Make It Work challenge. Today we are going to be doing the Twins. Um, they've got some good pieces, but not really many of them. Starting pitching wise, we got two top end arms in Joe Ryan and Pablo Lopez. David Fest is okay. He never really develops in this game, unfortunately. Simeon Wood Richardson and Zebby Matthews should be decent. Mick Abel and Bailey Ober, another couple guys that might be decent. Relief pitchers wise, we don't have much. Taj Bradley's actually a starter. I'm gonna let him develop as a relief pitcher for a year or two, but he's really a starter. Cole Sands, Erasmo Ramirez, Nationals legend. Ryan Jeffers is decent. Eduardo Tate can hopefully develop a little bit. Christian Vasquez, didn't even know he was here. Jonah Bride, he was in Miami last year. Jose Miranda, Luke Keyshaw is normally very good in this game, so I'm not too mad about that. Cody Clemens also sometimes does a job, so that should be fine. Royce Lewis, good young-ish third baseman. Hopefully he can develop a little bit, do well. Same with Quentin Young. Shortstop Brooks Lee, same thing. Hopefully he can develop a little bit. Left field Trevor Larnach, hopefully he can develop. Buxton, he's going to be going down. Hopefully Rodriguez can kind of step up and play a role in this team. James Outman also here. Hopefully he can do a job. And then in right field, Matt Wallner and Walker Jenkins. Just to kind of headline those two guys. They also got Marek Houston, who only has C potential in this game. Could have swore he had B. And I'm pretty sure this is one of the Acuna siblings, so there's that. And then I know they also drafted Riley Quick in the draft this year, so yeah, we should hopefully be decent. I'm not going to make any moves the first year. I'm going to wait till year two to make some. So that being said, I will see you guys at the All-Star break. All right, we are at the Home Run Derby. Do not have anyone here. The team is surprisingly doing okay. We're 50-47. Somehow the White Sox are in first in just an absolutely terrible AL Central. But that being said, who is our All-Star? None of the starters. I can't even... What team am I? The Twins. Okay. Cole Sands is an all-star. 26 and... I mean, wow. Fair enough, honestly. What a season from him. Do we have anyone else? Doubt it. Yeah, it's not looking like it. I'm not surprised. The team is not very, star-studded, to be honest. So, George Springer. Apparently he's the GOAT. Yeah, alright. Jeez, did he get a boost? He's going up in overalls. Every time I've seen him, he's going down. So good for him. Yeah, I'll show you guys a draft class. All right, so we had a decent draft. Nothing too spectacular. Hopefully some good trade value from some of these guys at least, because obviously we're not going to keep any of them. Yeah. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. All right, we won 83 games and somehow managed to win the division. That's how bad the division was. That's insane. We won 83 games, and we're a division winner. I don't think we're going to go very far, obviously, because we're not a good team. But, yeah, I will definitely take that. So, I'm going to go fix the roster, and then we'll hop into the playoffs. All right, we are taking on the Rangers. Joe Ryan versus Nathan Eovaldi, Game 1. It's a W. Lopez versus Tyler Mahle. Is a W. We are moving on to Houston. I'm going to go fix the rotation. We're going to hop in. All right, Joe Ryan versus Hunter Brown, Game 1. It's a loss. Lopez versus Valdez. It's a W. Festa versus Javier. It's a W. Simeon Woods Richardson versus Hayden Wesneski. Is a W. We're moving on to take on the Yankees. This is definitely where it ends. I don't think we're good enough to beat the Yankees, but I'm going to go fix rotation nonetheless, and let's go see what we can do. All right, we're taking on the Yankees. Joe Ryan versus Max Fried. Is a loss. Lopez versus Rodon. Is a W. Festa versus Schlittler. Is a loss. Woods Richardson versus Clark Schmidt. Is a W. Zebby Matthews versus Max Fried. Is a loss. Joe Ryan versus Carlos Rodon. It is a loss. We are unfortunately eliminated. But I would say this was definitely a good first year. Joe Ryan sucked in the playoffs, so that's obviously, hopefully next year he can, be better. But not a bad first year. I'm going to go make some moves in the offseason. I'll see you when I make the first one. All right, we're going to trade Tim Austin, Brandon Armas, and Marcelo Samuels for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First base is one of our big needs, so yeah, hopefully this does well for us. Hopefully he can be a beast. All right, we're going to trade Sammy Ayala and Guy Beal for Emmanuel Clase. Yeah, he's always a beast, so make this deal. Alright, we're going to trade Bailey Ober for Sutton Bautista, Darren Penny, and Rafael Hernandez. Just dumping the money because I do want to sign a big name player, hopefully. So, yeah, we don't need him. He's making way too much money. We've got guys to replace him, so, yeah. Now we're going to trade Connor Gillespie, Matt Cantanero, and Noah Davis for Josh McClain. I'm just dumping a little bit of money, so, yeah. Alright, we did make our big signing. You guys can probably guess who it is. It's Kyle Tucker. So yeah, that should be all we need to win a championship, so yeah. Alright, we are at the Home Run Derby. Still no one here, unfortunately. But the team is doing very well. We're 54 and 43, which is way ahead of the Tigers. Who do we have as All-Stars? And that is the question. So Emmanuel Clase is here, up to a 90 overall, doing a great job. 31 and 3. Good job from him. No catcher. Vlad is here, hitting 291, having a hell of a season. Anybody else? I should see Kyle Tucker. There he is, 291. It's up to 92, which is great. I moved him to left field just in case you couldn't figure that out. Yeah, we don't have anyone else. But I think we should be good. I'll show you guys the draft class, but I don't think it's going to matter. So, yeah. Alright, so we had a very bad draft. Scouts didn't find anyone good, unfortunately. So, like I said, I don't think it's going to matter. But let's get to the end of the year and see how we finish off. Alright, we finished 93 and 69. Won the division, and we will be taking on the wild card winner. I just remember that last year. I never looked at the stats. Vlad did great. Let's see who else. Kyle Tucker, 6.6. Hit 296, up to 94. Hit 33 home runs. What a season. Vlad with a 6, we already saw. 297. Did a pretty good job. 34 home runs. Buxton with a 5.2. 256. Did an okay job. Who else? Pretty sure we had one other good player, didn't we? Okay, I guess not. Yeah, guess we didn't. Pitching wise, though, Pablo Lopez with a 3.9. Did a good job. Where is Mr. Joe Ryan? Simeon Woods Richardson, 2.6. Did a decent job. No Joe Ryan. David Festa with a 1.9. Up to an 82. It's actually the highest I've ever seen him get up in this game. Then again, I don't really check, so. Joe Ryan up to a 92. Had a decent year. And I don't think our last starter is here. No. But don't think we want anything else. I'm going to go fix the roster. We are the 2 seed, so we have a first round bye. So, yeah. Alright, we're taking on the Yankees. Joe Ryan versus Max Fried. Need a better Joe Ryan performance in the playoffs. Starts off with a win. He doesn't get the win, but the team wins. Lopez versus Rodon, game 2. Is a W. Bradley, I did turn him back into a starter. Versus King for the sweep. Is a W. All of them very close games. We're taking on the Mariners. I'm going to go fix the rotation, then we'll hop right in. Alright, we are taking on the Mariners. They have not lost a game in the playoffs yet. Neither have we, technically. I mean, not technically, we haven't. Joe Ryan versus Brian Wu, game 1. Is a loss. Lopez versus Kirby. Is a W. Bradley versus Gilbert. Is a W. Festa versus Wu. Is a W. Woods Richardson versus Kirby. Is a loss. Ryan versus Gilbert. We are moving on to the World Series versus the Dodgers. I'm going to go fix the rotation, show you the team, potentially, and then we'll hop in. Alright, we are taking on the Dodgers. If we get to an opportunity to win the World Series, we will show you the roster. But Joe Ryan versus Ohtani, game 1. Is a W. Lopez versus Yamamoto, game 2. Is a loss. Bradley versus Snell. Is a loss. Festa versus Glasnow. Is a W. Tied up. Wood Richardson versus Ohtani. Is a loss. Joe Ryan versus Yamamoto. Is a W. Alright, we have a game 7. I'm going to go show you the team really quickly, and then we will hop in. Alright, just so you guys can see. We got Buxton is 1. Those 3 guys in a row are not. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. If we win this game, we will complete this challenge with 23 out of 26. So, let's go get into Game 7. Alright, we do have Pablo Lopez on the bump for this Game 7. We are the away team. Can we get something started early? We do not. Lopez just have a day here. There we go. Great start for him. We have a couple hits, just nothing to show for it yet. Alright. Lopez just keep doing a job. There we go. We don't put up anything. They put up a single, stolen base, and a run. And an error is going to not give them another one. Come on, offense. Come on. We're going to give a solo shot to Jonathan Aranda. Come on, offense. Please, you guys need to start getting something done. Come on, can you guys give me one run? Alright, we're hopping in. We need two. Offense couldn't get a singular run across, which is just absolutely outrageous. Considering our offense is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad by any means. So we do need to put on a show and shock the world by winning this game. Luke Keeschel is up at the plate. We got 2, 3, 4, so definitely the right spot of the lineup. We got Vlad up next, and then it looks like Kyle Tucker after him, so definitely can do some damage here.
1-1.
And if not, then we're in trouble. Blake Snell's at 92 pitches out, and he's not even halfway through his energy yet. Luke Keeschel 90 the other way. That's not it. I'm late on it. All right. It's going to be our number 1. Vladdy, I just need a single. 169 in the postseason is dreadful. Turn it around right here. Blake Snell on the bump. Had a hell of a game so far. Come on, Vlad. Vlad, that's going to be a double. That is going to be a double. We're going to have tying run up at the plate. No, I'm not pushing that 3. If that happens in right field, then that's maybe 3, but not like that. Come on. Kyle Tucker, the man we signed in the offseason for big money. Normally goes to the Dodgers in this game. Can he do a job right here, right now? Not asking for a home run. I just need a single. So all I'm looking for right now, Kyle, is a single. That's not going to be a single. I'm way too early on that, and that's going to be a ground out. We have Brooksley up next, so this might be a ball game. This might be a ball game. We might be stuck with another year. I'm hoping we don't, but we might be. Unless Brooksley can come through right now. He's got good stats for his lefty. He's not good against Snell, but great pitch. Blake Snell is just giving me very, very big problems. Pitch 100. He's still in the green. So unless we score runs off of him, we're not getting him out of this game. So Lee, can you get me a single, please? Oh, lean into that. 2-2 count, lean into that. Or 1-2 count in that situation, lean into that. Come on. Nice little single. Alright, way to foul that off. Way to foul it off. The 2-2, pitch 103. Is going to be hit 95. That's over his head. That's over his head. There we go. It's going to be a ground rule double. We got the tying run on second. They're going to the bullpen. They're going to bring in a lefty for Matt Wallner. Step out. Step out. Let's see what type of subs we have here. So, anyone with good clutch and good power versus lefties? No. So it looks like we're going to stick with Matt Wallner. Anyone that's fast, though, for Brooksley. James Outman and then Cody Clemens cannot play over there. So we don't have a backup shortstop now that I'm looking at it. You know, we're just going to leave Brooksley out there with his 33 speed and hope for the best. Matt Wallner, just get me a single here. Little single.
1-0.
Hopefully should do a job. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, that's not what I want to do. I would rather have Cody Clemens playing out of position. So, let's get James Outman in there. A single here should hopefully score him. Matt Wallner, come through for your team. It is Vesia. Just notice that. That's got to be the pitch. That's one you send the other way. Come on, Wallner. Just a little single here. Yes! There we go. Not a great swing, but it's going to be a double, actually. Now the go-ahead run is on second base with 2 outs. All right, we got a little 2-out rally working. We got the 7-hitter up, which means next inning we'll have 8-9-1. Unless Royce Lewis wants to get it done right now. Come on, Royce. Nope.
Outside,
Nope.
at the ball.
Close, but not enough. Nice little single here. We got 60 speed. It isn't the fastest, but it can do a job. Royce Lewis. Ooh, that's not going to get through. All right. We tie it up. We just need the pitching staff to hold on one more inning. I don't even think any of my outfielders can play the infield anywhere. So, yeah, James Outman, thank you for doing a service. Cody Clemens, hopefully can hold it down at short. Lopez is going to do a job. All right, we need one. Lopez has held it down. We just need one to take a lead. So we have 8-9 top. Jeffers, Emmanuel Rodriguez, and then Buxton. So someone can get on base for Buxton. We're in a great spot. And I think Ryan Jeffers is going to be the guy to do it. Honestly. Especially against the lefty here. Especially against the lefty. 2-0 count. We're in the driver's seat. Show me something I want to hit. That's not a good swing, but it'll work. I missed it. That is the pitch I wanted, and I missed it. But we have a runner on first base. That is the go-ahead run. Emmanuel Rodriguez. We don't have any speed off the bench. We know that for certain, pretty much. So, if you want to hit a single here, that would be nice. I'm very late on that. That's got to get crushed. I don't know why I'm so late right now. I'm late on everything. We do have Buxton up, though, which should hopefully... I mean, wow. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, 2 flyouts. Change your fortunes right now, Buxton. Oh, smoke, just foul. Come on, Buxton. 97 contact, 96 power. You are the guy we need in this situation. I'm late on that. I'm very late on that. Come on. Come on, Buxton. Do a job here. Do a job. Buxton, 100 the other way. Get up. Get up. He's not catching it, at least. And Buxton delivers a 2-run shot to take the lead in the top of the 9th. Hasn't had a good game. He finally comes through. Offense doesn't put up any more runs. Let's bring in our guy, Clase. Actually, Clase's tired. Taj Bradley? No. You know what? Lopez, if you can do it, you can do it. Alright, we're going to hop in. Can Lopez get us a 2-ball here to end this? He's pitched the masterclass. I just need 2 more outs here with you. Okay. Wow. This probably isn't a great idea. I want to see who committed that error. I'm guessing it was Cody Clemens at shortstop. Yes, there's a strikeout. We need one more. We need one more. Only his 4th strikeout on the game, which is kind of crazy because we're in the bottom of the 9th here. Freddie Freeman is not the guy you want to see up in clutch situations as a pitcher. But can we sit him down? Good miss. Great miss. There we go. We are 1 strike away. Can we get it done? Alright, that's a ball. That's fine. That is fine. Okay, it is going to be a pop-up to Matt Wallner. That is ball game. We are World Series champions. Major comeback by me. You're welcome, Twins fans. Who made that error in the last inning? That is what I want to know. It was by Keishel. Alright. That being said, we get it done. Pablo Lopez, hell of a game. Did a phenomenal job. Let's see who the award winners are, though. The most important part of this. It is going to be Kyle Tucker, World Series MVP and Playoff MVP. He had a great performance in both, so shout out to him. That being said, that is going to be it for this one. We got it done 23 out of 26. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.